So I was actually recommending we go for a League of Legends Ask Me Anything portion of the stream. It actually sounds good. Do you guys have any League of Legends related questions that you might want to ask? Or gaming related questions, whatever. I have not played Morgana this patch because of the unintended nerf. So in case you guys don't know, when you hit Morgana shield with a skill that also has CC or is also CC, the shield, if the skill has enough damage to blow up the shield, Morgana is not supposed to get CC'd. In this patch, she is getting CC'd if the skill bursts down the shield. So let's imagine I'm running Thresh, right, with 500 AP. If I hit Morgana with shield up with my death sentence, it destroys the shield and it still applies the CC, which is not supposed to happen. I don't think it's been fixed yet, but that's why I haven't played Morgana, at least this patch. But she's one of my favorite supports right now. What's your favorite matchup as Thresh? Mine's Draven because you can't just look where the looks will land. You mean against Sona and Soraka probably, and Janna even. I don't like facing Nami's because Nami has a disengage for your hook. So even if you hug Nami and ignite, if she lands the Aqua Prisoner and you already carry, it can go either way, you know? As for Soraka and Janna, it's kind of easy to get kills on them, pretty much. So those are my favorite matchups to play against. Black Cleaver and AD carry, thoughts? No idea. If you need, maybe as a last item, maybe. I'm not completely sure. I would take Black Cleaver and Bruisers over AD carries, in my opinion. How's Nami at the moment with the meta? She's too easy to gank, I feel. Like with all of the stuff, all of the focus in the bottom lane, unless you hit every single Aqua Prison, unless you're an amazing Nami, I don't think it's worth picking. But her roaming isn't that bad. But she's just a little bit too squishy for my liking. Plus people are going for Nautilus, Morgana, Thresh. So, unless you're facing a poke lane, Nami's not going to do that great. Morgana jungle, no idea. Never tried it. The bug has been fixed? Alright, did not know about that. Okay, so need to start playing some Morgana again. Pretty much. Toronto, what's going on? What is a good support to play with Vayne and Kaulista? Thresh is good because of the peel for Vayne. Alistar is really good for Vayne as well. Even Nami, to be completely honest. It depends on the enemy bot lane, to be honest. But usually, with Vayne, you usually want to go for peel, disengage, just protect the Vayne, you know? So Alistar is really good. Janna can work really well. Nami can work well. Even Braum, Thresh, those champions can work well. As for Kaulista, I really, really like Thresh and Morgana, to be completely honest. Because Thresh, like, you just have an escape mechanism, you have an engage, you have everything you need with Thresh Kaulista, to be completely honest. So those are some of my favorite matchups. I gained a lot of ELO as a support main and went from Silver 2 to Plat 2 in 2 months. Holy crap, I'm not sure if I really belong there because support is not like a carry role. Any thought therefore? Gemba, sure. Not dealing damage doesn't mean you're not carrying the game, or it doesn't mean that you're not, that you don't deserve the ELO that you get, you know? Like, even if you're a one-trick pony, it really doesn't matter. If you're that good with a champion, you're gonna climb, so I think if you're there, it's because you deserve being there, to be there. So that's my thought, dude. Whether you pull main support, whether you main something else, if you're with like in an ELO, if you climb up the ladder that fast, especially, you deserve to be there. What's up? Do you have HP on runes for all supports? Not all supports, Mordor. Sometimes I replace HP for AP if I'm going for Morgana, stuff like that. But yeah, not everyone. You can find my runes on LoL game, by the way. Alright, I had no idea, too. Actually, I remember the patch. Okay, makes sense. What's your opinion on Karma's support? Really, really, really freaking annoying, Shocky. During the laning game, the laning phase. Falls off a little bit later on. For competitive, I think there are a number of ways of dealing with Karma, so I'm guessing that's why you don't see her in competitive play. Zazu, thank you so very much for the follow, my dude. What's your favorite unconventional support? Lysandra. Do you believe Karma is still reliable? For solo queue, yes. How do you enhance your map awareness? You force yourself to spend more time looking at the minimap. in every single game. I don't know if you guys... I have to, like... I need to get, like, an eye tracker, so I show you guys what I'm looking at when I'm actually playing a game, because I have like I'm 90% sure that a lot of my time is actually looking at the minimap. I don't even look at the champion, you know. I have the champion centered with space, so my peripheral vision actually knows what the hell is going on, but I'm mostly looking at the minimap almost all the time. So, how do you feel about Braum? Are there any matchups you don't like for him? I don't know. I think he's strong, but I don't think he's that strong right now. The CC isn't that reliable. He's not that great for roaming. I think he's a decent alternative to Janna if you want to disengage, but that's pretty much about it. I have no opinion on Ryze yet, because I haven't tried it out yet. I haven't played against one either. As for the Ashe patch, more reliable, more utility, still the same problem. You're gonna get wrecked as Ashe if people jump on you. That's pretty much about it. What else? Top low elo supports. Top low elo supports any Morgana, Zyra, Karma, Vel'Koz, for instance. Damage, CC, roaming potential. That's what you need. And run Ignite. Ignite helps you out so much in Tronics. Seriously. In lane, you get kills, you just snowball with Ignite. Easy. Thoughts on Kennen support and some unconventional tips for Alistar. Thoughts on Kennen support, really good if you know how to control the passive. Nice engage, nice disengage. Synergizes really well with Kaulista. It's a good alternative to, let's say, Janna. Sometimes. Or it's a more versatile pick than Janna. But I don't think a lot of people would go for a Kennen if supports weren't banned, you know? Unicorns of Love. I'm loving their playstyle, dude. What's up, Low ELO? What's good on, dude? Opinion about Leona. Really strong. I think she's really strong, especially against any. I don't like playing Leona for some reason, though. I don't know. Braum is genius with Vayne and Lucian. Lucian, absolutely. Vayne, she can also be really good. How's Braum in comparison to Thresh, Not, and Bard? I'd say Thresh and Nautilus are god tier or tier 1 right now. As for Bard, he's probably tier 3 in, like, solo queue. I don't think he's strong for solo queue. I think Braum's a lot better than Bard. What do you think of Lulu? Lulu's cool in lane. After that, she's fine. I just think she stomps lane so easily, top and mid, that the only reason why you would go for Lulu support is if you want to pick Lulu for, say, top and mid, like a flex pick, and then people counter you, so you actually go Lulu support and pick something else for top and mid. I guess Lulu has that advantage. If you're playing for competitive, or if you want to trick your opponents, you can pick Lulu as a flex pick and then decide where she's going. Is Nidalee still viable as support? I wouldn't say so, no. She has a really good level 1 and level 2, but other than that, our problem, Gamba. He rocks. So far, so good, man. So far, so good, my dude. What else? That applied to that already. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the giveaway right after this, boys. Where do you place Nautilus then? God tier. Right now, God tier. I think he's absolutely amazing. Just like Morgana, just like Thresh, Janna. How do you transfer to being a very defensive support player to a more aggressive one, Exhaust or Ignite? Mexican Eagle, you stop being afraid to feed. I'm actually serious. You stop being afraid to feed. Go into normal games, feed however you like. It doesn't really matter. Just don't be afraid of feeding. Then go for ranked. Don't be afraid. Go as aggressive as you like. Over time, you'll learn about what your champion's strengths and weaknesses are. You'll know how far you can go, and you'll know exactly when you can get a kill and when you can't. Tips for Alistar: learn to land your WQ. And max E in lane if you're not sure what you're doing. Have you tried Sin support? Yup. If so, how did you go about working her kit from a support standpoint? Good question, actually. That's a really, really good question. Here's the funny part. Nebulization, here's the funny part. When you go Syndra mid, what you want to do, usually, is one-shot a target, right? With the ult, so you land a stun, you use your WQ, Ignite, Ultimate, you can pretty much one-shot people, easily. As a support, your focus should be on maxing E for the stun, and focus on stun, and then after level 6, instead of using the ult as a finisher, what you want to do is wait for the enemy front line. So let's say the enemies have a Mundo. Wait for the Mundo to actually rush you. Use the ult as the first skill on him. And you want to use the ult first because it's gonna spread all of those little spheres around, like across the ground, right? So what you want to do is you want to let Mundo go past you, And with all of those spheres on the floor, you want to use E on all of them, so it actually spreads the spheres and stuns a lot of people. I've seen this work so many freaking times, and it's the most difficult switch about from a mid Syndra standpoint. You want to use the ult as an initiator instead of a finisher, pretty much, as a support, just so it gives you a lot of crowd control, a lot of control over the fight. But that's actually a very, very good question. What's up, Galactica? What's going on, dude? When should I take Exhaust over Ignite then? 5v5? Or if you're not sure if you're going to win the lane and there's an assassin on the enemy team. Something like a Zed, for instance, or a Kha'Zix. Do you jungle? If so, who do you prefer to play as jungle? I don't jungle that much right now, Silk Crust, but when I have to, I like Mastery when there's not a lot of CC. I actually like Mastery. I like Gragas. Gragas is like one of my favorite champions to play, I think. So I really, really like Gragas. What else? Rengar is really fun too, pretty much. State of Nami right now. I think I already answered a little bit of that, Glorian, but I think she's good. I don't think the current matchups in the bottom lane are that great for her, and I don't think her roaming potential is that amazing. But if the player knows how to land every single aggro prison, or most of them, I think she's still strong. Janna or Nami? Nami counters Janna, but I'd say Janna's a little bit more efficient at disengaging. And it's usually, if you want to pick Janna or Nami, it's because of the disengage element. So in that case, Janna. What do you think of Rito could do to buff Bard without making him broken? Good question. No freaking idea. I actually don't know, Gandras. You could hypothetically increase the range on his Q. That would be cool. The two ranges, so the range that it takes to reach the first target, and then the range to the wall or to another target. That would be really cool. Or increase the damage, I guess. I'm gonna be playing more, yeah. Fiddlesticks support is not that great after the nerfs, and especially after they made the fear non-random. So your opponents are actually gonna walk away from you. You know, I don't like it that much, but you can still pull it off.